Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. How are we all? I'm just over at the next town because I've come out to the shops. I feel like I haven't been to the shops for so long. The only shops I go to are supermarkets. I was obviously out all the time before Christmas doing the Christmas shopping, and then I've just become a bit of a hermit. So I've come over to get some hair dye because this is like hair wash day hair. But is anyone else under the belief that dyeing your hair is better to dye it onto dirty hair than clean hair? Or is that just an old wives' tale that I've been told, that I've been living my life by, and I actually therefore didn't need to come out looking like this? But I've just been in Superdrug, got some hair colour. They were on offer 2 for £16. Now I've got to the car and got them into like actual daylight, I feel like they're too dark. But I am naturally really dark anyway. Like, you know, when my hair was growing out from the blonde that I had it dyed, if you've been here that long, you'll have been able to see how naturally dark I am anyway. But I went for this one, which I thought looked a bit lighter than that in daylight. So I'm probably gonna have black hair by the end of today, because that always tends to happen to me anyway when I colour my hair. It doesn't matter what shade of brown I buy, it always ends up going super dark, and then it takes a few washes and then it lightens. I've also gone for permanent. I have been using semis because of all of the bleach that I had through my hair. I was using semis because I was worried about it all just like falling out, but the semis just aren't covering this grey. This grey is just, it's awful, and it's just not cutting it. But now I'm scaring myself because this is permanent, and now I've got it out in daylight. I feel like it's really dark. Okay, I'm going to ponder over it. I might return them and change them for something else, because that does seem really dark. But anyway, my hair really needs colouring. I needed some new makeup. I'm just trying to get into this. I put on my Instagram stories the other day that my skin has been particularly troublesome recently. I've always had troublesome skin anyway. It's kind of a thing in my family. We've all got troublesome skin. I suffer a lot from cystic acne. It's horrendous when I get those types of what do you call it, blemish, or just a great big fat zit. But when I get them, they are awful, and they leave me with scarring. So I feel like I can't go without, I can't even get into this, I feel like I can't go without makeup because the scarring is so bad. But at the same time, whilst I was in bed poorly for several days, I didn't wear any makeup, my skin did improve. So I asked on Instagram for like anyone's tips for makeup that is a little bit kinder to the skin, and a lot of people said tinted moisturiser or BB cream. So I just found this that I can't get into. I really want to show you, but I can't actually open it. This is where I cause myself another dental problem by trying to bite into it. Talking of dentists, that's what my my excitement for this afternoon. I've got to take 5, so I've got to take all of my children to the dentist, because obviously Jamie is now an adult, so he sorts himself out. But I have got to take all of the other 5 to the dentist this afternoon, so that will be joysome. Straight after school, and they always put these horrible like security tags on, don't they? And then you can't get them off, so I can't even get into this. But anyway, this is a BB cream. It's a Max Factor one, and it was on 3 for 2. And I also wanted a new Sky High mascara. So this worked out quite well because I needed this, I needed a mascara, and I also could do with some new eyeshadow. So I managed to get a new Sky High mascara because I've been using the Primark dupe and it just doesn't cut it, and also a new eyeshadow palette. And that's actually got lots of nice colours in it, rather than some of the palettes I've had. I only used 2 out of the whole palette, and then the rest of it's wasted. But anyway, I would show you this, but I can't get into it, so it might have to wait a second. But anyway, I'm going to hope that I can just... Do you know, you get to a point in life anyway, don't you, where you just stop caring? Like, you just start thinking, do you know what? It is what it is. I'm going grey, I'm getting wrinkles, I've got spots, you know? You just get to that point where you're a bit like, hey, I got into it. I just don't really care so much anymore. So I'm getting there. I'm still not at the point where I feel like I have the confidence to not wear any makeup at all, but I'm going to give this BB cream a go to see if that's just a little bit kinder to my skin, but still gives me some coverage to make me feel less self-conscious about the scarring that I've got. I can't actually get it to work. I'm assuming, there we go, looks like it's coming through. Yeah, it's one of these, and it's a little spongy thing. Also, I've got it in a really light shade because I'm pale, because it's winter. I cannot wait for some sunshine and to be able to have some sun on my face, because that always helps. That always helps with, my skin is always better in the summer months because vitamin D and sunshine helps as well. But anyway, I'm going to go over now to Home Bargains because I haven't been there since before Christmas. I'm also going to go to B&M. We are still planning to go on an aeroplane holiday this year, and B&M apparently have some very good Ryanair sized holdalls, so I want to go and have a look for those. I can't actually book our holiday as of yet because I'm still waiting on the finalised GCSE dates. So once I've got those in my hand, I can then book. Until that point, I'm not risking it because I need to know that Summer will be completely finished with her exams. We will be taking them out of school. It's completely unaffordable to not. I put that on Instagram as well a couple of weeks ago. The sheer cost difference between holidays in the summer holidays and out of the summer holidays. So it's not something we do regularly. It's not something we make a habit of. But yeah, I can't afford £7,000. And even if I could afford £7,000, I don't think I'd want to spend it. I mean, £8,000 for 1 week in the sun? No, that's absolute madness. So yeah, we are still planning to go away. Just waiting on those GCSE dates. Right, I'm going to stop faffing with this. I'm going to go to Home Bargains, and when I'm over there, I'm going to show you guys what they've got in for Easter, Valentine's, and all of those upcoming seasonal things. And I'm going to try to not go crazy, although it's been a while, a long while. I was going to get a basket, but then I thought, who am I trying to kid? Let's get a trolley. We won't get a big one, we'll just get a small one, but let's get a trolley.
I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way, nothing can ruin my day. No matter what anyone does or say, I smile at fools. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up, and I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No, I won't stop, it is my time. Cause I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way. So I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day. Yeah, I am on my way up, I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way up, I won't slow down. I'm strolling down the street with all of my favorite songs on repeat. I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way, and I don't care if you spill coffee on me or if the sky is gray or blue. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up, and I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No, I won't stop, it is my time. I know what it's like to be broke, yeah. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way. So I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day. Yeah, I am on my way up, I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way up, I won't slow down. nothing goes your way. So I'm just gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day. I am on my way up. I won't slow down, 'cause I am on my way up. I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down. I am on my way up. I won't slow down.
Now that was either the best day or the worst day to go into Home Bargains, because it's absolutely packed, not just with customers but with staff putting out new stock, and it is all beautiful. Everything is beautiful. There's so much nice stuff in there. I think I best just go home, because yeah, as I was putting it all up on the till bar, I was like, well, I did need that, and I did need that, and I did need that. Didn't really need that, didn't really need that, didn't really need that. But I will do a little bit of a haul. Not sure if it will be in this video or a separate video. You'll know by the title whether it's in this video or not. I got a pack of these Fanta fruit twists, 10 in a pack for £3.50, which I thought was a good bargain. And as I'm gasping from all of the shopping, I thought I best have something to drink. I'm going to go to B&M and then I'm going to go home. Home Bargains is like, I know some people prefer Home Bargains, some people prefer B&M. For me, I can spend so much money in Home Bargains and not even, you know, when you get to the till and you're like, how did that just cost that much? Whereas B&M, I can take it or leave it, if I'm honest. It's good at Christmas for like toys and presents and stuff, but I'm not a massive B&M fan. I do prefer Home Bargains, but I do need to look for these holdalls for aeroplanes. I also bought some of these. I quite like these as well. So I'm just gonna have a munch on some sweets. That's my lunch. that's the extent of my lunch today. A couple of these tornado thingies. Is that what they're called? Yeah. Smooth strawberry tornadoes. Healthy as always. Found them. These are the underseat cabin bags that are Ryanair sized. So everybody on the flight gets one of these, or can take a bag that's this size. They're not very big, but still, with some clever packing and some rolling, you could probably get a fair little bit into them. We are paying for a couple of suitcases as well, but to take a suitcase there and back is about between 60 and 70 pounds, so it's not very cheap. So if everyone can carry a carry-on bag and get into that as much as possible, then that will save us on suitcases. And then these are also Ryanair travel size. I'm definitely going to pick these up because there's only 2 left. So these are on little wheels, and they come with a little, they should come with a handle that pulls out. Yeah, it's zipped in there. So that little handle comes out and you can drag them along. So I'm going to get the girls each one of these, and again, I've already checked, they are Ryanair size, so they're the same size as these holdalls, but they've got like a little handy pocket on the front that they can put in like their tablet or some colouring books, and then a pocket on the side they can put a drink in. Obviously once we've gone through security we buy them a drink, or I'll probably take their water bottles unfilled and then just buy some drink and fill them up, and I reckon I can fit a fair amount of the girls' clothing. I can probably fit everything that they need, aside from like obviously their towels and stuff, but all of the clothing they're going to need for the week, I reckon with some clever packing I can squeeze into these, and then we'll have 2 suitcases for all the bulkier items, but I think they're going to be okay. It's always good in life when you're a good person and you pay your way and you stay within the law, and then you witness bad people who have no care for the law or just being a decent human being. So I've just been in B&M obviously, and I kept ending up on the same aisle as this group of people. They had a pushchair with no child in it. There was 5 of them all together, and you know, they were, I'm not gonna like stereotype, but they were loud and all of that sort of thing. And they had loaded the pushchair up with hundreds of pounds worth of stock, duvets, bed sets, loads of stuff. And then they came through the till, or a couple of them came through the till, paid for a couple of items, and then walked out. And the lady on the till knew what they were doing, but by the time she called for assistance, they'd already left the shop, and you can't, or they can't, intercept them once they've left. And I've just watched them walking up the road laughing and joking with a pushchair absolutely full to bursting. They've got the rain cover over it to stop it all falling out, absolutely bursting with hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of stock. So that, honestly, I just saw it and thought, what have I just witnessed? That is blooming awful. But anyway, I'm really pleased that I've got these. I'm so glad that there were still 2 left on the shelf, because had there only been 1, I'd have been really annoyed, because they are absolutely brilliant. So obviously I've already showed you them a little bit, but when I opened up this front pouch where I said they could keep their tablet or colouring books and such, when I opened it up, it has got, oh, I don't know if I can open it all the way because of the, oh no I can, I thought the label was in the way. It has even more pouches, so it's got lots of different individual little slots, and then another in there, zip, so you can unzip it and put more stuff in. So that'll be handy. I can like slide their tablet into the front so it's protected. I say that, currently their tablets are cracked and really knackered, and we were only saying the other day that we're going to have to replace them at some point, because they're beyond being able to play without having to struggle to see through all the cracks. But yeah, I can put their tablet in there, and I can put, you know, colouring pencils, anything else that they want to take within reason, because it has to fit on the flight. And then all of that space to put all of their clothing. I've not even opened this bit to see if there's any extra compartments in here, but yeah, there is loads. And then on that inside of that one again, one big compartment, and then another zipped compartment. So I reckon I can easily fit everything that the girls need clothing wise for the week rolled. I reckon I can fit it all into those. So that will be the 2 girls, all of their clothing in their own bags, and then I've bought so far 3 carry-on bags. So that's Reese, Summer and Riley. Unfortunately, Jamie and Brooke aren't able to come on holiday with us. I'll probably explain why later on down the line, but they've got things planned, but that's not for me to tell. So I got 3 for those other 3 children. Bella, I imagine, has already got her own bag. Bella is coming. And then I just need me and Kev. So I'm going to see how we go with what we reckon we can fit in these. And then, because we're going to be taking 2 suitcases as well, I don't want to laden us with too much. It might be better for maybe Kev to have a rucksack, and then we can have a suitcase each to drag along as well. But yeah, and I'll probably just take a handbag. But that is pretty good, I reckon, all of what I've got there. And those holders were only £7. So I need to go home now because I've spent enough money. And it's getting on, it's already 20 to 2. So I'm going to go home and see how Kev's doing, because he has got up today, he has had a shower, he's stripped all of the bedding off. I've been sleeping on the sofa, which is never comfortable, but he said last night it was disgusting. I won't go into detail, but he said he sweated that much. I'm glad that I slept on the sofa, but he's got up, showered, and he's trying to feel a little bit more human. And from when I had it, the night that I spent really hot and sweaty, that was then like the turning point, and then I started to get better. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this is his turning point and he'll start to improve. But I'm going to go home and check how he's doing. I'm going to do a quick haul of what I got from Home Bargains before I go on the school run, because once kids come in, I'm going to want to give certain things that I've got to certain people, and then it's just not going to get done. So some of this is like going to be ultra boring, and some of it's going to be cool. but a lot of it's ultra boring because, as always, if I'm in Home Bargains, I'm going to stock up on biscuits and chocolate biscuits that are cheaper over there. So I've got the Fanta Fruit Twist, and this is one of Kev's favourites, so I thought as he's poorly, he might fancy a can of this, and they were £3.49 for 10 cans, so that was a good price. Let's start with something cool that I think is a really good buy. One of these dupes of the Stanley type cups, but it's not one of the ones where you just have the straw come out the top, so they're not leak proof. It's one that has like a normal sort of juice bottle top, which is what we usually go for like the girls' juice bottles. So I picked this one up for Felicity because she goes through her juice bottle, like she probably fills it up once or twice at school, and this is bigger than an average size juice cup, and also should keep her drinks nice and cold in the summer. And I thought she'd quite like that because, you know, she's 8 and she's getting a little bit more into what's on trend. So yeah, I thought that was quite good. It was £3.99, so that's a fun item. Boring stuff, I've got some razors. Those were on 4 + 2 3, so 6 of them for £2.50, so that's a good price. I got a new one of these scrubby things because the last one I had Kev used to clean the cooker, so it was knackered, so I've got a new one of those. I've got some, oh, whatever that was heavy, some more carpet shampoo because I'm keeping on top of that front room carpet, which I have to do because it's like the palest cream you can get. So we've run out, so I've got this Astonish one to try. I usually get the Dr. Beckman one and just use that in the spot cleaner, but I thought I'd give the Astonish one a go, as that is actually full machine carpet shampooing. I am going to save up for a proper full size carpet cleaner because we've now got that carpet, and then when we do the girls' bedroom they're going to have a new carpet, so it makes sense to have a full size carpet cleaner and keep on top of the carpets, keep them clean. So I got some of that. So that was quite cheap. I think it was like less than £2. And then again, cleaning stuff. Got some more cream cleaner. Another little Easter thing was this. So I have got one of these jars, but the one with the ears, and they've got those, as you'll have already seen, in there again, but I just thought this one was super cute. And I also thought it doesn't really scream, well, it does scream Easter, it's got a rabbit on top of it, but I don't think it would matter if this was out all year round, and we could just do with something to keep biscuits in, because the kids open a packet, and then, well, you can imagine, you know what I'm going to say, then they don't seal the packet and then they fall out into the tub or they just go stale. I thought that was quite cute and I could keep that out all year round. That was £1.99. I got some of these fantasy chocolate brownies in a tub, £1.99. Never had those before and they just looked yummy, so thought I'd pick them up because why not? More biscuity stuff. Like I said, I always get biscuits when I'm in there because these are 69p in Home Bargains. They're never much less than 90p or £1 when they're on offer. Party rings were £1.19 for a double pack. Toffee Pops. I haven't had these for years, but I know that I really like them. And I was hungry. It's always a bad thing being in a shop when you're hungry. I got some of the triple chocolate biscuits and some mint chocolate chunk Marylands. Again, I was hungry and I like mint chocolate. Some of Brooke and Jamie's favourite. I think they're actually more Brooke's favourite than anything, but Brooke likes these Fox's rounds, and they're £1, just no, 99p in Home Bargains. They're normally on offer at best for about £1.25 in Sainsbury's, so they're definitely cheaper over there. I think that was it for, oh no, it wasn't it. And then I got some of Reese's favourites, which are the Bakewell cherry and almond flavour, so a bit like a Bakewell flapjacks. So they're 39p each, so I bought 5, so just under £2 for 5. Reese is spending, and he literally hates himself for it, but he goes to college opposite a co-op, and it's a secondary school and college, and when there never used to be a shop opposite it, and then they opened a co-op, and it's literally like the worst thing to ever have outside of college. And Reese has wasted so much money buying food from the co-op, and he added it up on his bank statement, and now he hates himself. So I thought I'm going to try and make sure there's always enough stuff in the house so that they don't have to. I mean, he doesn't have to spend money anyway, but they do, and then I shop accordingly for what we use in a week. And if him and Jamie are all buying food at the shop, then I'm not buying so much at home because we don't need it. But actually, he now is like, I've got to stop because I'm never going to learn to drive or buy a car if I keep wasting money. So they're something that Reese really likes, and they're nice and filling, so I thought I'd grab some of those and keep them in the cupboard, and it might just keep him out of the co-op a little bit more. Valentine's bits, I've got a couple of Valentine's bits. I'm not like one for making a huge deal about Valentine's Day for kids. It kind of became a bit of a trend, didn't it, through social media to like go all out on every season possible for content. So like buying your kids Valentine's gifts, and I mean, some people might not do it for content, some people might just do it because they've always done it or they like to do it. But I don't dislike it, and I'm not like against it. I think you do you at the end of the day, but I don't want to make a huge deal about Valentine's Day. Life is costly enough without adding loads more extra expenses for doing elaborate things on every little thing throughout the year. So I thought, well, I'll pick up a couple of bits because it does fall in half term. So I just picked up one of these little heart garlands that was like, it was like 79p, and I can just hang that up above the table. And then I got them some little chocolate hearts and some little packs of love hearts, and some of these decorate your own love heart cookies. So I thought I would just put up the bunting, put these out on the table with a couple of chocolates, and they can just do some decorating. And it is only going to be really the younger two girls because everyone else is aged out of all of this sort of thing. But just for the two little ones, just something little, something sweet for them to do, and mark that it's Valentine's Day. But you know, I'm not going to go all out doing big elaborate things for Valentine's Day. It's not me. But like I said, anyone else, you do you. Toothpaste, I picked up some of this. I don't really love the taste of this stuff, but my sister-in-law swears by it, and she always has lovely white teeth. So I thought we'd give it another go. Like I said, I don't like the taste. Maybe a case of like brush my teeth with this and then brush them again with some ordinary toothpaste for the mintiness, because yeah, this has got like baking soda and you can taste it. And then I picked up the big teeth for Sienna. She will use the adult toothpaste, but she likes a minty toothpaste, but not too minty. So I thought I'd just give this one a go for age 6 to 8. What next? Birthday cards for Riley. I can show you them because he doesn't watch the videos, but it's his birthday next in, well, what date are we on today? Oh, it's 9 days till his birthday, so not long at all. Still no idea what he wants for his birthday. We really do need to sit down with him and get some ideas. But I got his birthday cards anyway. He's into Harry Potter at the moment. And then Easter bits. Obviously there was that jar that I'm going to use all year round, but I love decorating the house. There's me saying about not doing things for content and such, but I do like to change bits around the house in accordance for the seasons. So autumn, I like to get out like my autumn garland and all my like autumnal bits. And then obviously we then have Christmas, and then in the spring, as we're coming up to Easter, I like to do again like spring type decor, and I've got quite a little bit of a collection going on now, and every year I'm adding a little bit more to it. So I picked up this little Happy Easter snow globe. That was $1.99, and I just thought that can go up on a shelf somewhere. It just looked really sweet, and I was really pleased they still had these in. I was a little bit worried that they might have all sold out, because these are, I believe, the same as the Christmas ones, and they're like a dupe for the Bath and Body Works. They're $2.99, and this one is the Easter Bunny one. There was a couple of different designs, but one of them was a white chocolate scent, and I'm not keen on that at all, whereas this one is Sweet Blossom, and it smells actually really nice. So and it's got a cute bunny on. Felicity is going to absolutely love it. But just, again, you know, just a couple of bits here and there that I add to my spring decor collection. And then up in the attic, we've got like a Christmas, all of the Christmas stuff, and then we've got like a box of autumn stuff and a box of Easter stuff. So it's all just comes out according to the seasons. I think that was it for like nice bits. I think the rest of it's all boring. I've got some shampoo and conditioner, some of this glow. Apparently it's usually about £9–10 and it was like £1.99, and that's just a facial exfoliator because we've run out of that. Picked up some deodorants. They're quite cheap in Home Bargains. These are £1.25. We go through an awful lot of men's deodorant in this house. There's often a teenager or a husband saying, "Has someone took my deodorant? I can't find the deodorant. Where's there any deodorant?" So picked up 2 cans of that. And last but not least, I picked up a new caddy for food waste because I've been using just a bowl. I've just been using like a mixing bowl and putting a food liner in it. But I thought, no, I need to get a new actual lidded caddy. So picked that up. That was like £2.50. And all of that altogether came to £55. Obviously, there was also those sweets that I've been munching as I've been driving home. But yeah, all of that, £55. Not even sure how, but it is what it is. And the best thing, I think my favourite purchase of all was this. I'm really, really pleased with that for £3.99. Summer has actually got a proper Stanley cup, the actual Stanley brand, so it'll be interesting to see how this one fares up against hers. I think Bella had a dupe from the range, Brooke has a dupe from the range, and Bella's also bought a Stanley as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they differ for being £3.99, or God knows how much the branded ones are. They're a lot. But yeah, that is all my Home Bargain stuff. I'm now gonna put it all away, and then I've got to go do the school run, and then we've got the dentist. So Jamie, Reese and Brooke have all just gone out in a car together, and I'm not sure that my body is ready for this level of anxiety. But here we are. This is the point of my life that we've got to. I don't know how we quite got this far, to this point already, because I swear that they were in nappies not that long ago, and now, oh gosh. But Brooke is just dropping Reese round to Bella's, and then they're going to pop to the shop. Because I've just been to Morrison's to get some mince so I can make a spaghetti bolognese for tea, and got home and Kev's like, "Oh, we needed milk." So I bought 4 pints of milk yesterday. And what on earth is going on? We need a flipping cow in the garden because we're going through milk like there's no tomorrow. But anyway, oh, go and pop that down. Last time I had a little one of something like that, you dropped it, remember, and it smashed. The girls are super excited about their aeroplane cases.
Oh look guys, I've got a Stanley.
And she loves her Stanley dupe. And the dentist is over for another 6 months till September, which is actually more than 6 months' time, but you know what it's like to get an NHS dentist appointment these days. That was the closest I could get with booking them in for 6 months' time. But it's always just a full-on effort taking them all to the dentist because there's so many of us, and trying to like then book appointments, and everyone has to be booked individually, and trying to get them all at the same time. I always think when I go in there, they must think, "Oh no, not that family again." But thankfully, we only have to do it every 6 months. So all done for a little while. I just, like I said, stopped at Morrison's and grabbed some mince. Morrison's mince is actually really, well, I say that, I was going to say it's really reasonable, but then I've just realised that this is 12% fat, and usually I buy 5% fat. But for 750 grams of 12%, it's £4.89. So yeah, it's got more fat in it, but it's a good price when, I don't know, what am I paying nowadays in Sainsbury's? Like over £6 for 750 grams of 5%. But I thought, right, I'm gonna make a bolognese because it's a good one, isn't it? You can't go wrong with bolognese. It feeds everybody likes it, and it's quick and easy for a very rainy afternoon after school, after dentist appointments. This is a nice, quick and easy tea. Get them fed and get them to bed, and I will not be far behind them. I'm absolutely shattered.